More noses. When you draw noses, if you're drawing from a reference, obviously pay attention to the shape of the nose on the face you're looking at. However, there's some features that all noses have, and how you draw them is what makes them look semi realistic or less yucky. So the places where the dark lines is the edges of the nose, the nostrils, and the places for lighter lines or shading is the sides of the nose and where the bridge of the nose rides up to the temple and the forehead. And so you you should draw light when you're starting anything. Um, when you're trying to figure out the shape of the thing you're trying to draw, don't want to draw it too dark. I didn't follow that rule on this side. But right now I'm drawing from imagination. I do have some references, but I'm making my own tweaks, changing it up, making the shading a little bit more to my amusement and liking. But, you know, drawing noses, you can spend a lot of time trying to get all the shading and just right on your practice. But what's more important to me is finding the shape and being able to get used to seeing that on different faces that you're looking at, because it's really not that exciting to just draw a nose over and over and over again, right? But it is kind of cool to be able to look at somebody and say, "Hey, you want me to draw you?" and try to make their face look kind of like them. But you sometimes it's unless you're just naturally very good at drawing from observation. Some people are. Um, Most of us though have to struggle and learn in order to do it. But you wanna know what the structure of a nose is. You wanna know what the structure of eyes are, and lips and stuff. So then when you see different noses, different lips, it's easier to figure out what's going on. Let me draw one over here. Start with the bridge this time. So sometimes the nose has a little bit of reflection. Well, usually, actually. If there's light shining on the nose is going to reflect some of the light. So look for that. You tired of drawing noses? Stop drawing noses. But, and also you can do this fast. You don't have to. You don't have to spend your whole day, your whole life. But take some time if you want to draw faces to to figure out how to put these parts of the faces together in a way that looks somewhat real or somewhat accurate. Sometimes it's not necessarily getting every shadow exactly so, but figuring out little tricks, little things you can do to just give it a hint of realism. And, these are all straight from the front looks at noses for now. But most of these noses they're similar. But what if you see a nose that's maybe there's a nose where you don't really see the nostrils. Maybe the nose sits on the face a little more like so, and the nostrils down there. But it's still a front shot. You just don't see the nostril. Maybe their head's tilted down, or maybe it looks more like something like that, and you don't see the nostril. Maybe the nose is turned up a little bit more. Turn to the left, turn to the right. We'll look at that later. Just trying to do straight on shots right now. I think I'll stop there.